Welcome, fellow members of the Esoteric Order of Gamers. It's another fantastic battle report, and something very, very special tonight because we are playing, well, when I say we, who do I mean? Well, it's Peter, Universal Head, but it's also Will.
Hello.
There he is, and tonight we're playing Battlecars by Games Workshop. And you're saying, what? Games Workshop? This isn't the Games Workshop I recognise. Look, there's no Warhammer, there's no Warhammer 40k. Oh, it's before all that stuff. Well, not before Warhammer, they had Warhammer, but it was a very, very early version back in these days. Battlecars, 1980 they made this game. It's a fantastic game of deadly driving. And I'm living here in New Zealand, so I know a lot about deadly driving. Now, Battlecars, when it came out, Will and I played it a lot. It was a fantastic game, but it came in a very simple kind of setup. These were the boards. You can see they're quite small, and it came with little cardboard counters. It was very simple. We loved the game, and I thought, I can do better than that. So I decided to blow it up to this. Just, yep, that's it, right?
That's it.
Check it out. So I remade these boards into this monstrosity using the buildings from Adeptus Titanicus, and don't panic purists, because I do actually have a copy of Adeptus Titanicus with the original buildings in it. But I used a set of buildings for Battlecars, and here it is, and I made all these other bits, and I put trees in it and everything like that. And then we somehow, I don't know where I got these figures, but they're these little metal car figures. And there you have it. It looks far more spectacular than the original game.
But may I point out, let's not stop there. Peter also remade the car sheets and created these special car and rider tracking sheets showing speed, acceleration, deceleration.
Here are the original sheets.
Yes.
I don't know if I've got that in shot, Will, do
Yes, you do.
They're the original sheets. These are the new sheets. And of course there's yieldy rule summaries. So it's quite an amazing revamp of the game, and tonight we're going to play Battlecars for not only our enjoyment, but your enjoyment.
For the first time in probably a decade.
A decade? Has it been that long?
Could well be.
Well, maybe not a decade.
Okay, at least 5 years. It's been in storage all that
That's
time.
been at least 5 years, probably 7, 8.
Okay. We've decided to play this scenario, Running the Gauntlet, which I wrote however long ago, which pitches the Raised Welts gang against the Heavenly Virtues, who are apparently, according to my notes, Christians.
Excellent. So mad, Christian, driving, crazy people.
Yeah, so I'll just give you a little bit of context here. The basic premise of this scenario is that the 6 gangs of the October Country, or the nasty people, the Puss Bags, the Raised Welts, the Sins, the Street Swipers, the Grease Gorillas, and the Smelly Crotch Gang have thrown a cordon around the monastery of St. Leibovitz, and the Heavenly Virtues have decided to meet God quickly and volunteered for the job of breaking in to bring supplies to the beleaguered monks. The objective of the Heavenly Virtues, which is me, is to get from this side of the board to this side of the board with the supplies that I've got in these bays here, which normally would be filled with useful weapons like flame, but are just filled with supplies. The problem, of course, is that it's not just these 2 boards, because when one of my cars gets to the edge of this board, we move another board over.
And can I just point out, Will, that this is quite a revolutionary mechanic. The idea of moving one side of the board up to make the new side of the board was actually used in Thunder Road, which is another car driving game that I have in several versions. And as far as I know, you came up with the idea independently.
Apparently. But the one thing we haven't worked out is what happens if there are still vehicles on this board when we need to move it to there.
Ah, that's a very good point. Well,
Could turn out to be a fatal flaw.
it could. And I should really point out this scenario that hasn't been play tested at all.
No, got no idea what's going on.
So we don't know what's going to happen. It may be a complete nutter failure.
All we know is that at dawn, the Virtues loaded their cars with supplies and set off through the suburbs, confident that at least some of them would meet God within half an hour.
So let's see what happens. Will they meet God within half an hour? Who knows?
Could take longer than that.
It could take a lot
for some time.
It could take a lot longer than that. So let's give Battlecars a go. Yes, it's a classic. Probably a game that many of you have never heard of, but we're going to resurrect it from the past and give it a go. here on the Esoteric Order of Gamers. Well, here we are setting up, and we've made some changes already to our terrain because as well as going for a gauntlet run, we don't want to make it too easy, so I've got rid of the straights. So really there's one way through over here which has a few angles, and there's one way over here which has a few angles. And you can see I've set up a car and a bike on each one of those routes. And of course I'll be laying lots of passive weapons in his way and shooting rockets and flame and just basically decimating his forces completely.
Yes, fun stuff like that. So now I'm going to come on, and the first one coming on is this motorbike. So, one.
Sorry, what was that again?
No, you heard it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Why you must be mad.
Why?
Quite apart from the fact that
That's speedy again. No, I was going back that way because I was going to lay some passive weapons in the path.
Oh, I see.
I wasn't expecting to go quite so fast.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm going at a speed of 9.
9?
Yes.
9? Well, that means you've just rammed
Hang
up
on, no, I haven't rammed because don't I get to shoot you first?
Okay, well, Will has realised that coming in at speed 9 and just smashing up at the back of my bike and perhaps destroying his own car is just a ridiculously stupid tactic.
It's stupid, I admit it, and so I'm going to do this. I'm going to come in at 4, which is more of a kind of sound.
A bit more restrained.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Excellent. Now, of course, checking your chart, you can see that 4 is a safe speed for doing that 135-degree angle, correct?
1, 2, 3. He's going 3.
Charts being here all summarised.
And he's going 2.
And such.
2.
So you can see on this particular car, these are the safe speeds. These are the safe speeds if I lose my power brakes that this car is equipped with. And these are the safe speeds for various corners. Now, this isn't how the game came, of course. I've just summarised all this information on these particular dashboards that match these particular types of cars. Oh, here they come.
Yep, here they come.
Look at this convoy, all on the one side.
These around the wrong way. He should be there, and he should be there.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Now, which one is my bike?
This is your bike.
Yes.
So, now, the only one who can fire at you is him.
Excellent.
You've got to fire along the line. So he's going to fire.
So look at this great system, folks. The good thing about this system, which we haven't yet pointed out, is that each bike has one of these dashboards. And you actually put counters for the passive weapons and aggressive weapons that you're going to use. So if I was going to fire a shell from this car, once I've fired that shell, I just take away this counter. It's brilliant.
Ammunition.
And all these empty spaces here are armor blocks. They get filled up with damage. And once they get filled up with damage, then internal components, including the person driving the car or bike, get damaged.
Let's demonstrate that right now. I'm going to fire this shell. Into your backside at 1 range.
Oh dear.
Yes, and I've got...
So if you look at a shell, its range D8 plus 3.
I've got a gunnery computer which gives me +1 to hit. That's 4, plus 3 is a 7, plus 1, because I've got +1 to hit, is an 8.
You've got to roll equal to or greater than the range. So
1, so I can't.
That's an automatic hit.
So I do right, and then damage.
D8 minus range.
6.
That's 5 points of damage.
5
so
points of damage.
in the original
Got
game,
there in the end.
you used red counters, but in the case of this we use one of these pens, and you've hit me in the juxie, so I get hit up the back. How many points?
5.
Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still got some armour left. Ouch, he says, as he gets a shell up the back of his bike.
Now you can return fire.
Excellent. What do I have?
You've got a rearward firing cannon.
Yes, I've got shells there.
Yes, I don't know if you could release it. Maybe does passive weapons count as returning fire?
No, because I can't pop a passive weapon right onto something that's already in the space.
You can fire a shell.
So I'm going to fire a shell. So I move 1 shell counter. There it goes. And I do the same. It's an automatic hit at that range. And it does D8 minus 1. Oh, it's the same. Another 5 points back at you.
5 points back.
And that hits Will in the front of his bike. Ouch. And this is how the game plays. Isn't it fun?
It's a fair exchange of fire. So Peter, in his first move, in a typically cowardly move, has moved 1 and dropped a mine.
Cowardly?
On the only line I can actually go through.
Yes, but I can only drop 1 round of passive weapons a turn, so that's the only mine. And I'll just point out, you're probably thinking, where did these counters come from? This mine counter and all these other ones over here, the smoke and the spikes, they come from Games Workshop's other car combat game, Dark Future, which, hell, one day we might do a battle report of that, you never know. But these are the counters from that. So I've dropped a mine. So going along there and then doing a, 90-degree turn, which I can do because I'm only doing speed 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, zooming across the grass. Then we've got a car here, which is going to, it is moving at 3, so 1, 2. Oh, it's just irresistible, isn't it, really?
You're going to drive into your own mine next turn.
Oh, I am, aren't I? That's the problem.
So that would not be a good idea.
It's difficult because I really want to give them the benefit of a rocket.
Didn't think that through, did you?
No.
Yeah, see, this is it's quite nautical actually in this terms of planning what you're going to do next turn. You've got to get your speed right and work out exactly where you're going to end up.
I think actually I've got to get my speed really low and just sit in the alleyways.
That's one
As
way.
you come by, just go.
Or you could loop around behind and chase me.
So I move forward straight at the bike and at my own mine, but hopefully he'll hit the mine before I do. And I'm firing a rocket right into the bike. Here we go, we check a rocket. Here we go, range 2d8. Well, there's no chance of missing there, it's nice and close. And the damage is 2d8 minus range.
Ow.
6 points, not fantastic. Minus range, which is
1.
1. It's actually the points between the two things, not counting, you don't count the one that it comes from, so there's only 1 point in between. So that's 5 points of damage to the front of your bike. Right, turn number 2, and we've both set our speeds.
And we've realised that the different thing about this game is that all games you play now have alternating turns, in which someone has a turn and then someone else has a turn. In this one, you move everything, and then the other person moves everything, which completely changes your strategy. So in this case, I have no option. This guy has to go straight forward and into the mine. So
yes.
What happens then?
Well, if you hit a mine, interesting.
D8 minus 3 damage to each tyre. D8 minus 2 damage to an internal component.
Ouch.
Ouchie. It's going to hurt. So, D8 minus 3 damage to each tyre. Front tyre. That's 4 minus 3, so that's 1 damage. Got away with that. And the rear tyre. That's 2 damage to the rear tyre. And then D8 minus 2 damage to an internal component. 4. It's in 4, which is here. So I lose a shell. It's very annoying. So that mine is gone. Line up. Right.
There is, however, a car in the way. Oh no, you're
I'm going around the corner. I'm going and then I'm going here. And at this point, I'm going to fire my remaining shell out of my left-hand side cannon.
Oh, nice. No, excellent. That's more like a 3.
2 damage.
Excellent, 2 damage.
Pathetic.
That's on the left side of my car. So if we go down to my car, you can choose the front, centre, or right.
Is it this car here?
It is.
I'll choose this.
Oh, I thought you might.
Yes.
It's just a scratch on the paintwork.
I can fire at 3 different targets though, so I'm going to fire at this bike as well.
Oh, you've really positioned yourself rather well.
D8 minus 1. Damage. That's 5 damage to the back of your bike.
5, oh, ow,
Yeah.
ooh.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's hurties.
That's not my orange bike though, that's my purple bike. No, it's my orange bike. Oh no!
Yep, it's the same guy who got hit before.
Oh dear, okay, 5. You sure that's 5?
It's 5.
Right, so
one
it's
there,
1, and then
the remainder.
4, so where does that go?
1.
1, that will be, my flame. The flame.
Anyway, so I've moved 1, 2, and then I've fired twice, and then I'm going to go 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to fire a third time because I can fire at 3 different targets at you with a shell.
It's a devastating. Oh, can I just point out something, however? I can, in fact, fire back.
You can.
You've forgotten that.
Yes, you can. All right,
Yeah.
you can fire back at this point. So you can fire
so
back.
the calf on my left. It just so happens. Oh, look, I've got flame. The flame. Excellent. So I'll just take off one of these. So that's a range of nothing with flame. The range is 3, so that's automatic hit. But I'll miss on a 1. I think this is our new rule.
Okay.
Miss on a 1.
Go to 1.
No, that's a 7, so that wouldn't be a miss.
And the flame that does D8 plus 3 minus range. There is no range, so it's D8 plus 3. Oh, ow, that's going to hurt, isn't it? Shikey. Oh, shikey. Oh, no. Oh, it's a 3, so it's 6 damage.
Oh, this guy's got plenty of armour.
Yes, but not for
1,
long.
2, 3.
If I roll a 1. Nope.
A hit.
Gee, it's easy to hit in this game, isn't
We
it?
are playing. We're playing at very close range.
Yeah, we are. It's very tight. Usually you have larger ranges than this. So that's a hit that does D8 minus range, so it's D8 minus 1. 5! Ooh, it's starting to hurt now. That's the other side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, look at his armour, it's disappearing.
The whole front of the bike is just peeling off.
No, I believe you then move forward
Yes.
and you're about to shoot at my other bike.
2, 3, yes. So I'm going to shoot at you with a shell.
Oh,
8 damage!
Ouch! Oh,
8
ow! That's going to hurt.
In the left-hand side.
Left-hand side, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
2 points left.